There, my name is Shroomy. Now, I haven't been on the channel in, well, quite a long time, but I'm back with a different sort of content that isn't playing video games. Well, I mean, I'm going to be talking about video games. Angry Birds 2. Whether you love it or hate it, there's one thing that a lot of people are probably wanting. More birds! The birds we have currently are, fine, I guess. But, I mean, come on. Where are the main staples from the franchise? Like, oh, I don't know. The ice bird? I mean, come on. Did anybody honestly ask for Leonard to be in the game? Anyways, that's what I'm going to be doing today, asking a what-if question. What if Angry Birds 2 added more Angry Birds from throughout the franchise, and what would their new abilities be in this new game, with new mechanics and new metas? Now, I'm not going to be doing any sort of collab birds, or birds that have real-life counterparts, like Yoda Bird, or, Obama Bird. Ugh. But I will be doing some pretty obscure ones. And the person I have to thank for feeding me all this info is Jake Miller. He makes some pretty good stuff, and you should give him a watch after you're done with my video. Anyways, time to get to the birds. The first bird we're going to be talking about is, of course, the one, the only, ice bird. You know, I never really liked how they was just called the ice bird, so why not we give him a name for Angry Birds 2? How about Chill? Now, in Angry Birds Space and Reloaded, he functions as a pretty basic bird, only turning blocks into ice. But I mean, come on, what real use would they have in Angry Birds 2? I mean, most people probably won't even have the blues in their flock by the time they get their second extra bird. So I propose that he acts more like Bomb with an ice effect. When he uses his ability, he'll still change the surrounding area into ice, but he'll have an explosion much like Bomb. Mostly going off that one concept art where he looks exactly like Bomb but snowy. This would allow him to actually be useful and not have to rely on the blues to actually do some real damage. Of course, he would do less damage than Bomb because, you know, Bomb is the flocking goat, but he would still be a threat to behold to those oinkers. Next up, we have the, I'm sorry, who's this? Joe? The non-binary bird. I've never heard about this bird in my life. Well, I guess I'm going to be hearing about them now, I guess. Joe was the bird introduced for Pride Month as the first ever non-binary bird introduced into Angry Birds 2. Now, as being the first non-binary bird, you would think Rovio would do a good job at implementing their mechanics into the game, but that's just the golden duck ability. Yeah, so this ability sucks. So why not change it into something that actually is unique for the character and something that correlates to what they are and what they represent? For Joe, I think a good new ability would be for them to act a lot like the Ewoks from Angry Birds Star Wars and how they split into a large pack, but instead of cloning themselves, the objects flying out of them can be different pins or buttons with different sexuality flags on them. This would be in line with how they behave in the base game, acting as a golden duck reskin, but can allow them to have their own identity. And it would be a good callback to that mechanic in Angry Birds Star Wars. And now, with their new abilities, Joe can finally be a mainstay of the rest of the flock. Look at how happy they are. Okay, now on to Tony. Tony was in Angry Birds season as the new bird for Christmas. As a result, he looks like a Yeti Terrence. Also, apparently they're cousins, which is nice to know. Anyways, though we have all these other season birds, we never got Tony in the game, which is a shame because I personally really liked Tony as a character, and his abilities seemed unique at the time. Well, that was until you came along. Anyways, how would I implement Tony into Angry Birds 2? I wouldn't do anything. Tony is perfect as is, as shown in Reloaded, where he keeps all of his abilities, even with Silver on the same team as him. Along with this, I do think that Silver and Tony are different enough for him to not warrant needing to change. Tony is just tough like that, I don't know what else to say. Okay, now, I don't really remember this bird. Was this ever even a real bird? Oh yeah, he's right there. Look at him, he's right there, yeah. The Fraking bird, also known as Warble by the community, is a strange case for sure. I mean, this guy was the bomb before he got his fuse, and I mean, is he even a real bird? Well, for this video, I'm saying yeah, he is. Plus, I have a pretty good idea on how to make him a good bird for the game and make a callback to a certain black bird that we all know and love. Warble, upon activating his ability, will electrify the area around him, much like how Bomb had that Shockwave ability for Halloween. But, unlike him, he will not explode, and after using the ability, he will just continue to fly through the air as normal. I feel like this fits well with Warble, as he's literally Frankenstein, and this will allow him to have unique interactions with the other birds if you add him to your flock. But be careful though, I think he's hungry for brains. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, never mind. I guess he only eats bacon. Wait, marble. And the last bird that we're going to be doing today is the hockey bird. Wait, you're telling me you never heard of him? Oh, wait, you have? He's the mascot for the National Hockey League? Huh, well, I guess you know more about him than me, I guess. The hockey bird was introduced into Angry Birds Friends as a promotional deal with the 2012 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championships, and then later became a mascot for the National Hockey League. Now, as a bird for an incredibly famous Hockey League championship, what amazing power do you think Rovio gave them? That's right, they steal Chuck's power and replace him! Now, I don't blame them for doing this, but I mean, come on, can you make him just do something else? Like, oh, I don't know, shoot a hockey puck or something? Because he's the hockey bird? Hey, that's actually a good idea. In Angry Birds 2, Hockey Bird will shoot a hockey puck at anywhere you click on the screen, like how you can fire melody shots anywhere. The puck is going to be extremely bouncy and will bounce off of every surface before losing momentum. Every surface it does hit, however, will become an ice block, which I think will be unique for this bird. This matches up with how Hockey Bird should be, because he is a hockey bird. He is not Chuck. He is his own character with his own personality and his own abilities. Now that we took care of that, that's all the birds I had for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you guys want to see me talk about more birds, just comment down below who I should do next. This was my first ever video doing something like this, so I hope you guys actually did enjoy it. Anyways, bye.